Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in. My name is Bradley, also known as the Swim Coach. And today we're going to have a look at Game Week 30, the result, how I got on, how you guys got in my league, and then have a quick look at Game Week 31 fixtures and talk about what you could do because there are 4 teams that are not playing this weekend. So let's jump straight into the video and let's show you how I got on for Game Week 30. So it was actually a bit of a bad one. We were 37 points. 43 was the average. We always like to try and be above the average. We missed out on that. And here we go. My vice skipper made the biggest points with my best defender. My captaincy only got 2 points, but plus the four's captain. So the only points I really got were the two Bruno Fernandes and Gabriel. Everyone else either got 2 points or, in Rice's case, 3 points. Could I have done slightly better? Yes, I could have probably put I could have gained 3 additional points with Pickford, Welbeck, and Rogers, and then also having the better captain as well. I would have gained the additional 8 points there. 11 points extra. But we would have been above the average, but that's about it. A bit disappointment. Here were the results for game week 30. Some very interesting ones. It started off with a few 3 o'clock games with a 0-0 and 1-0 to Brighton. Then the 5:30 game, Arsenal won 2-0 with a late goals. And Newcastle winning for the first time in God knows how long at Chelsea. Then West Ham nicked a point off Man City to help Arsenal out. That was quite nice. Palace leads 0-0. Manchester United 3-1 against Villa. Nottingham Forest, Fulham, that was down the bottom, drew 0-0. Wolves and Liverpool and Spurs 1-1 with a late goal from Spurs. And Brentford and Wolves. Wolves actually coming back from 2-0 down to 4-2. So let's have a look at the beautiful league. 66 points was the highest. Now that league is getting a bit tighter. There's only 5 points difference now. So it's getting a bit more tighter up there. Another 66, a 68. So we'll have a look at that player potentially. I got 37. There's a 32 from Nick. Yeah, 32 from the bottom player actually got 61 points. That's very nice. So let's have a look at the top 2 points. That was a 68. We're looking at 3 teams in particular on this one. So he could have gained 3 additional points. He gained an additional point there. And if he went to Liba, he would have gained 2 additional points. So 3, 4, 7 additional points. A lot of red. So kind of like that. I actually do kind of like that team, especially with Hall in there. That could be advisable for this game week as well. Then we'll have a look at the 266 pointers. Good on Rich. I like that, but again, players that are marked out for this game week. So that could be interesting to see what people do. Well, a lot of people went with Bruno Fernandes as captain this time. Could have gained any extra points or not? Probably just one. One extra and maybe two for change of captain. That's it. So not much difference there. Bit of interesting ones. So not much on that at all. So just to let you guys know, the cup I think starts game week 32, depending on where league point positions are. That could be quite interesting. We'll go from there. So keep a closer eye out for the cup fixtures. That could be very interesting to see. Now, stats. This is going to be an interesting one. Actually, no, fixtures. Because Arsenal, Manchester City are playing the Carabao Cup final. That means Wolves, who were supposed to play Wolves, who played Arsenal a few weeks ago, that was arranged for this game week. So you've already got the points from those games. But the Man City Crystal Palace game has been moved. It hasn't been moved yet, or been postponed for the moment. They're the four teams: Arsenal, Man City, Wolves, and Crystal Palace. So we do start off with a Friday night fixture. It is a 6:30 deadline on Friday. So we start off with Bournemouth, Manchester United at 8 o'clock. Then we have Brighton versus Liverpool at 12:30. Then we have Fulham versus Burnley. We have a 5:30 kickoff, Everton versus Chelsea. We have an 8 o'clock kickoff, which is Leeds versus Brentford. Then we go on to Sunday. It's Newcastle versus Sunderland at 12 o'clock. That's a big game. Then we got the Battle of the Clarets. We got Aston Villa versus West Ham at 2:15. And then we get Spurs versus Nottingham Forest, which is a big 6-pointer. And the Carabao Cup final, if everyone wants to watch it, is a 4:30 kickoff time. These are all UK times. So that is where we are. Now, I haven't actually had a look at the transfers in and out, but I'm going to guess the top transfers out are probably going to be a lot of Arsenal and Man City players. Oh, look at that. What did I say? I just knew there would be a lot. Okay. So I thought this would be the case. And a lot of people getting rid of Haaland so they can transfer players in. A lot of people are using their free hits this week. I will be as well. That video will come out tomorrow to let you know what team it is. That video will come out at 4:30, 2 hours before the deadline. So there's a little heads up for you guys there. So we don't want to really talk about the only people. Rodgers is one of the players out. And take it out, but I would probably put him in for this game week against Brighton, maybe. But for me, a lot of people have gone for Newcastle. That Newcastle Sunderland game is a bit of a interesting one. For me, yes, I would have gone for like Bruno Fernandes. I've already got Senior, good choice. Szoboszlai, good choice. But I think that's a good choice there. But with Newcastle, I don't see that. Actually, where is it? Is it at Newcastle? It is at Newcastle. So maybe. But I think like Lewis Hall could be a good option. Desco could be a good option against Bournemouth. Bowen's an option, but I don't like that option, to be honest. Some people are trying to say Tarkovsky's going to be fit. You never know. I think Manchester United, potentially. Chelsea against Everton, I don't really like. I think this week is going to be a hard one. But if I was going to go back to those fixtures and put key fixtures out, I would probably say you could probably go with Brentford a bit. You could, even if you want to go with Forest right now and go someone like Gibbs White, that could be an interesting one. Um, Fulham, Fulham's a good option. I think that's where I'll be sitting. For me, I would be looking at someone like Anderson. Actually, let's have a look at Fulham's actual team. Wilson, Anderson, and a Iwobi. They're probably your top 4 players. If you want to go Bert Leno, yes, you could do that as well. But Iwobi's form's up as well. But I would also advise people to look at the form list of players that are not actually available or not available. So if you go to here, you go to form, and you could literally go, boom. Okay, McAllister, great person to bring in. Sinio, I do like. Okay, I wouldn't go Gabriel because he's playing. Iwobi probably. Mitrovic, yes. And those players that are on form, Damgard, Van Hickel, I would probably like to see them in the team. Um, and I think work it out properly, you could get a big team for not even much money as well. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, look out there, see what's available. I do think it's going to be very hard this game week, but I think people are going to use their free play. They're going to get big transfers. They're going to switch almost the entire team out. For me, if I was looking at my team right now, go perform points, I would say, okay, uh, Bruno Fernandes stays in, Enzo may stay in, Virgil van Dijk, but I may get rid of Kelleher. I may get rid of Pickford. I may get rid of I may get rid of all these to try and bring in the best I possibly can. I'm going to get some big money over because of someone like Sinio and Bryce. I'm going to wipe my whole team and see what's going to happen. So there's a good hint for you there, ladies and gentlemen. So for me, I think looking at players, that's what you got to look out for. Who they're playing, what form they're in right now. And that's one thing. Keep an eye on the form. And ladies and gentlemen, if you did like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And hopefully, good luck for game week 31. Bye from now.